What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down what's really influencing it today, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off, Lucid is down 2.69%, 12.01 million shares being traded, 21.2 is the average. So when it comes to today's volatility, there's basically two different attributing factors to that. No actual news, no SEC filings. So again, it is because of these 2 points. So first one of which is a new analyst rating. There's been several over the last couple of trading days, and that is digesting the recent Q2 earnings, which in my opinion, I actually liked it. So 2,300 in deliveries, 2,100 in produced. So at least it's moving in the right direction. They're definitely going to far exceed their year-end goal, my own opinion, of course, but analysts seem to not really like it. So there was a sell rating by good old Adam Jonas. So Adam Jonas is back. He does have a 54% success rating, which isn't all that bad for EV analysts in all honesty, but sell rating, $3 price target. Ben with Robert Bard did also give a $3 hold rating, and Ben has a 45% success rating. And then there was a sell $4 price target by Cantor Fitzgerald, Andre Shepard, who has a 34% success rating. So not necessarily the best, and I again would have anticipated analysts to foresee what is truly coming with Lucid and how they're really ramping up, but what do I know, right? Clearly, they know better than me. As a consensus of all the ratings together, $3.30 is anticipated, and that is a 8.2% upside. Aside from that, though, there's one other thing that is really influencing Lucid, and that is this. So I don't know why somehow Lucid and Fisker are in the same article, and it's not necessarily just this one. There's quite a few, but there was a recall. So it says Lucid is recalling 2022 and 2023 model Lucid Air vehicles over a safety mechanism that is susceptible to intermittent hardware connection faults. And it looks like they already did patch it on June the 24th through a over-the-air update. So in my opinion, this is kind of a nothing burger. But then again, any recalls, I feel like, especially coupled with negative analyst ratings, kind of causes a lot of volatility, right? So yeah, it's good to know. Obviously recalls happen time to time, and if it was not a over-the-air update, then I'd be a little bit more concerned. And plus, it does also state that any individuals that haven't done the necessary updates, August, there's going to be a full hardware, like mandatory update that will kind of patch this. So in reality, nothing really crazy to me, at least, but again, somehow they feel is justified to group it in with a bankrupt company. So I feel like this is just, once again, putting Lucid in somewhat of a negative light. Aside from all of that fun stuff, going over data points, shorts are returning around 28,000 shares. 28.62% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 253.41 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average 24.72%. Utilization 94.35, and then short score, so the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening, is 95.36. Moving on to options, 312,000 in calls, 39,000 in puts. So dollar value is very low today. 52% of all the options being done today are bearish and clearly are insinuating for more downside to come. And of the call options that are being purchased, you see a consensus for it to be above 350 by the end of this Friday. So very, very optimistic. Keep in mind, there's a lot of data points coming out later this week that could cause some volatility. So there's CPI, PPI, a couple other Fed speakers. Powell, I believe, is speaking or testifying right now. And so yeah, it's going to be a fun old ride. Looking at the open interest though, you do see a 15,000 in open interest wall at that $3 strike price, and then 14,000 at that 350. So if Lucid does kind of still linger around this price point, you might see shorts and market makers try to manipulate Lucid below that point. So again, just kind of stay tuned for that. These are some of the transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000. So there was a lot of big buying yesterday, not so much today. So only one transaction above 1 million, so 1.1. And so yeah, I don't know what the market is really wanting with Lucid. You would figure that their Q2 numbers would be suffice for it to move higher and stay there. Just in case you guys did miss it, so 2100 in produced, 2300 in delivered, or I guess rounding up to 2400. In reality, that's good. Kicking ass and really getting rid of old inventory is very clear. So the last 2 quarters, they've been at least moving in the right direction. My own opinion, of course, again. But right now with it at 309 is trading between this R2 and this R3. So 301 is a strong support that you'll want to watch for it to hold. And then $3.20 is going to be that next strong resistance / target. Today it didn't really touch either of them, so it's kind of just stuck in limbo right now. A lot of different external factors is moving it, but nonetheless, I think as long as they can hold this R2, bigger and better things are going to be coming down the pipeline. On the actual chart itself, so it is currently still outside the boiling band. Stochastic, you do see a nice bullish deviation, so white line above the red. This is also probably why it's going down and having a lot of volatility, because it is considered overbought. So the first sign of weakness, this is where you do get normally some consolidation occurring. So I think a lot of that is playing into the stock price as well. A number of retail investors are FOMOing in, as you can kind of see based on this. So let me know your thoughts on Lucid. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that, and give yourself a shout out if you've been buying today. If you've been selling, what have you been doing? One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal, link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.